forces away from the Tuchanka battlefields. Their target seems to be an ancient ground-to-space cannon facility that hasn't been used since the Krogan rebellions. The site has no obvious military advantage, and the Krogan are spread too thin to deal with it.
Do we know what Cerberus is up to?
No, but we do know that Cerberus doesn't act without a plan. Get in there and stop them. Find out what they're up to while you're at it.
We'll get it done.
See to it. Hack it out.
Looks like Cerberus got that cannon operational, Commander. I'll go back up and get a read on what they're shooting at.
Get on it.
All right. Let's find the control room for those cannons. Kill anything in our way.
Sounds simple enough.
Makes it to bombardment range, the Krogan resistance is in trouble.
Keep track of it, Lieutenant.
On it.
Time to test this cannon. Not the kind of Krogan relic I expected to find.
They're pulling the plug!
You'll need to get the power back on.
Let's move.
We got it done!
I've rerouted the power to the main console. Heading back now.
Initiating bombardment.
Cannon control restored. Targeting enabled. Coordinates, Lieutenant.
Uploaded.
Firing!
Direct starboard hit, Commander. Target breaking up. Repeat, direct hit.
That's a beautiful sight.
All right. Good work, everyone.
Shepard, with those Krogan cannons operational, Cerberus has actually given us the advantage in that system. The enemy's pulling back, but we think they'll try to seize the facility again.
Seems likely.
I'm sending an Alliance team to keep it secure. They've got a foothold in a strong defensive position, thanks to you.
Glad to hear it.
Good work, Commander. Hack it out.
We could be on the front lines. Why have they got us guarding a door anyway? Who's gonna break regs right now?
War makes people stupid.
Commander, Chief Engineer Adams would like to speak with you down in engineering.
Normandy Shuttle, this is Lieutenant Victus with the 9th Platoon. Do you copy?
We hear you, 9th Platoon.
We're approaching the bomb site, Commander. Getting bounced around pretty bad.
This is as close as we get, Lieutenant. Look for somewhere to set your platoon down.
Copy that.
Talk to me about this Cerberus bomb.
It's not Cerberus, Commander. It's Turian.
What do you mean, Turian?
It was planted centuries ago, after the Krogan rebellions. The bomb was a safeguard against another galactic war.
Brutal, but it makes a certain kind of sense. Put the Krogan down hard if they tried anything.
You won't earn trust with tactics like that. But right now, we focus on disarming that bomb.
Yes, but Cerberus found it. Detonation means all-out war between my people and the Krogan.
Right. Where is it?
Those buildings ahead. Cerberus brought equipment to dig it up. The 9th platoon will cover your flank, Commander.
With all this activity, the Krogan have to know something's up.
Then we can't fail, Commander.
Copy that, Lieutenant.
Let's move it, people! Get behind something! Keep your heads down!
Shepard, we need to keep moving. Shepard, we need to keep moving.
Once we reach the bomb, I'll need to reprogram the trigger mechanism.
Those shields are damn effective! Defeat the Krogan and then plant a bomb on their planet. Pretty extreme, but those were desperate times.
After all this, to lose everything in a flash, it's monstrous.
Cerberus is putting up a fight, but the 9th platoon is advancing, Commander.
Good work, Lieutenant. Copy that.
I'm getting a lot of Cerberus radio chatter. They're prepping for evac.
I don't like the sound of that.
Cerberus is leaving. We'll have a better view up the ramp.
Agreed! Let's go!
I can't believe it remained undetected for so long.
He must have been far enough underground to stay hidden. Cerberus had to dig it out.
I hope Victus knows what he's doing. We won't get a second chance. We gotta move, Shepard.
Commander, we're entering the bomb site. Moving towards the control station.
Roger that. We're on our way.
With Cerberus evacuating, the bomb should be clear.
I don't think so. I'm guessing we're going to take rounds.
Looks like control schematics for automated turrets. No good now, but they might be useful later.
Damn it! Cerberus has a head start.
We're close. Come on.
I'm at the control panel, Commander. Cerberus set up a firewall around the trigger mechanism to slow us down. I need to create a bypass. That'll take time. But like you said, no trigger, no explosion.
Are you sure you can disarm the trigger?
Yes, it's old tech. I know what to do. Buy me a few minutes, Commander.
We'll make sure you have the time you need, Lieutenant.
Understood. Starting bypass. And thank you for making sure I get this chance.
Just make it right, soldier.
Look out! Commander!
Focus on the bomb. We'll handle Cerberus.
Detonation protocol adjusted. Shepard blocking access. All units engaged.
Nobody gets past us. Clear?
Clear! Here come reinforcements!
I need more time, Commander. Cerberus hacked the trigger mechanism. It's set to detonate. Disarm it! No time! I have to separate the trigger from the bomb. Now! Cover me!
Chatter coming in from Krogan forces planetside. Sounds like they started sweeping out the remaining Cerberus troops. Hate to be the guy who told the Krogan about that surprise package. You get out all right? Sounds like it got ugly down there.
The Turians took a lot of casualties, Joker. The Primarch's son included.
Understood, Commander. Joker out.
He never hesitated. Whatever he was before, he'll be remembered for this.
What will the Turians think about this, Garrus?
Hard to say. Sacrifice and more is expected. He did us proud, but we're a hard bunch to please. Living your life for the cause. Society first, platoon first. It's all just expected.
He did what he had to do when it counted.
Yes. Yes, he did.
Good work on Tuchanka, Commander. Stopping that bomb prevented the war between the Turians and the Krogan. We can't afford that kind of division right now.
Joker said the Krogan are recovering the bomb.
They moved in, won't allow Turians to send in recovery crews to help.
Understandable.
The situation is fragile at the moment. With Reeve and the Primarch aboard the Normandy, you've got a situation brewing. We don't have a solid alliance between those two yet. Keep the peace, Commander. That's an order.
Yes, sir.
Pack it out.
We couldn't risk another galactic war with the Krogan. The Genophage wasn't enough? You needed another way to keep your pets chained? The decision was made hundreds of years ago. So much has changed. You still didn't tell us about the bomb, coward.
Hey! We can't let the past rip us apart. Working together, we have a chance. Primarch, you had a bomb on Tuchanka. And Reeve, in the Turian's place, you would have done the same damn thing.
Commander?
It's over! His own son died today, making this right.
Please, Commander. It's all right. All right, Commander, I agree. We have stronger enemies to face.
We do.
I understand your reservations before, Commander. But I hope you now understand the secrecy.
Secrets get people killed. You've learned that the hard way.
Yes. The hardest lesson I'm ever to learn, Commander. My son, he died with the respect of his men. I wanted to thank you for that. His sacrifice will be recorded in the histories of the 9th Platoon. Something any father would be proud of.
Yes, sir.
Again, Commander, thank you for ensuring my son died with honor. It's all a Turian father can hope for. But this is war. The time for mourning is later. Is there something you need?
Despite everything, Primarch, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you, Commander. And I know I'm not the first to lose their son to this war. Needless to say, I'm committed to stopping the Reapers.
That's all.
Of course, Commander. I'm about to call this whole deal off, Shepard. I knew the Turians had it in for us.
Just bear with me, Reeve. Nobody said this would be easy.
Easy? You don't have a genophage hanging over your head, or a bomb ready to blow up half your planet. Krogan have never had it easy.
I understand.
You better. Now, do you need something? Yes, there's a lot.
I had a buddy who got discharged. Category 6 after Eden Prime.
That's 6?
Commander, Chief Engineer Adams would like to speak with you down in engineering.
I heard what Victor's did.
He was a brave man.
I don't think I could... there I go again. I was going to say that I could never do that.
But?
But I was wrong. Being here, watching you, you've shown me what it means to serve in the Alliance.
You're a good officer, Trainer. Glad you finally realize it.
Thanks. Not that I'm volunteering for bomb jump duty. I'd suggest sending someone who has armor first, if possible.
Gabi, have you ever seen recordings of Liara's mother, Matriarch Benezia?
Yes. What about her?
And remember Samara, the Asari Justica?
Where are you going with this, Kenneth?
Have you noticed that older Asari women seem to be a bit more ample? Do you think they just keep growing?
Kenneth!
I think I'll spend my sunset days in an Asari retirement home.
If I don't kill you first.
Commander, remember the problem I mentioned? About a core overload possibly venting into the engineering compartment? Daniels, Donnelly, Edie, and I have been brainstorming and comparing notes.
You see, the venting occurs when IES sinks are in a back cycle at the same moment the main core is at peak draw, such as from sustained kinetic.
What Kenneth means to say is that we're pretty sure we can make the system safer.
We just need a GX-12 thermal pipe. Unfortunately, we're cut off from Alliance supply chains. Could you keep an eye out for one the next time you're on the Citadel, Commander? I've got the specs right here.
Are these modifications really necessary?
It's a safety issue, not exactly critical. Under extreme conditions, like heavy bombardment to the kinetic barriers while traveling at peak flight speeds, plasma can vent into this compartment.
It would vaporize anyone standing in this room.
That sounds more serious than just a safety issue.
Well, under those conditions, odds are you're about to lose the entire ship anyway.
But we want every advantage we can get, right?
I'll look for one next time we go to the Citadel.
Thanks, Commander.
Hostiles detected at the landing coordinates.
Joker, what have you got?
Sensors show a Reaper parked at the Shroud facility. No way you're gonna be able to land a shuttle there.
Get everyone assembled in the war room. I want eyes on the Shroud.
Aye, aye, sir.
A new form of Reaper at the Shroud facility, Commander. It's using the tower to poison Tuchanka's atmosphere.
Cowards! They're afraid to take us head-on!
Primarch, we're gonna need your help.
That could be difficult. Our losses on Palaven have been catastrophic.
We're doing this for Palaven. No one said it would be easy.
What do you have in mind?
A combined attack. Your people hit the Reaper with an airstrike. Reeve, at the same time, your soldiers will be attacking from the ground. Together, you can draw it away from the tower.
Leaving a small window for dispersing the cure, we'll have to finish synthesizing it at the Shroud itself. Eve will need to come with us.
We've never faced a Reaper up close like this. Everyone on board?
If you want our help, you'd better be.
Commander, incoming message marked urgent. I'll put it in the comm room for you.
Dalatrus?
Commander Shepard, we know you've reached Tuchanka. And by now, I imagine Paddock Wicks has proposed using the Shroud.
Are you spying on us?
Hardly. The Shroud is the only viable course of action open to you. Commander, you can't allow your misguided sympathy for the Krogan to cloud your judgment. Do you honestly believe curing the genophage will end in lasting peace?
We have to give the Krogan that chance. You can't condemn an entire race to extinction based on what might happen.
What will happen is the Krogan will reproduce out of control. We uplifted them specifically for their violent nature, not their diplomatic skills. Another war is inevitable.
What do you want, Dalatrass?
Years ago, our operatives sabotaged the Shroud facility to ensure what you're planning couldn't be done. Paddock will likely detect this malfunction and repair it. But if you ensure that he doesn't, then the cure's viability will be altered just enough so that it fails. No one will notice the change.
You mean trick the Krogan?
They need not be any the wiser. Let Urdnot Reeve believe you fulfilled your promise.
Paddock would never stand for that.
How you deal with him is up to you, Commander. We can provide you our very best scientists to build the Crucible, and the full support of our fleets.
If I sabotage the cure.
Think about it, Commander. The choice is yours.
I've spoken with the other clans. They're gathering on our secret meeting ground at the Hollows. We'll rendezvous there and take an armored convoy against the Reaper. After today, Krogan's superiority will be obvious to everyone.
Your strength was never in doubt, only what you did with it.
Commander, you seem troubled.
I got a message from them.
Reeve, it's Jorgal Tharak. The Reapers are attacking the Hollows. Be ready for a fight!
Hang on tight. We're heading in.
Shepard, protect our flank. I'll go pull the other clans out of the fire.
Everyone pick your targets and keep an eye on our six. Now move!
Here they come!
Push forward. Don't let them get up here.
Shepard, there's hordes of them over here. Defend that shuttle.
This is that Paladin!
We almost got them all.
So it begins. History will show that Clan Urdnot drew first Reaper blood.
No time for bragging. The airstrike is on the way.
The female is safe, Commander, but we shouldn't linger. Her vital signs concern me.
Who let the Salarian onto Tuchanka? They aren't welcome here.
Oh dear, more males.
Who are you?
Jorgal Thurak. Our clan stretches back as long as there have been Krogan, unlike these Urdnot whelps. I own Varen, who are older than any of them.
Which just means you've been around too long, Thurak. You're weak and tired.
And wise enough to know Salarians can't be trusted.
The Salarian is not your enemy. He's here to help cure the genophage.
You didn't see what his kind did to our people. You weren't there, human.
There will be a reckoning for the genophage, Thurak. But not until I say so.
Enough!
You can stay here and let old wounds fester as Krogan have always done. Or you can fight the enemy you were born to destroy, and win a new future for our children. I choose to fight. Who will join me?
I will.
And so will the rest of you.
This is Turian Wing Artemec. Our flight vector to the Shroud is locked. We're 10 minutes out and counting.
Copy that, Artemec. We're on our way, trying to make up lost time. Shepard out.
I hope you're not serious about avenging the Genophage, Reeve. It would be a disaster for our people.
Our people were made for war. It's what they want.
And you need to be the leader who tells them they're wrong.
Krogan biology may be made for war, but it's an evolutionary dead end. You must adapt, or face the same fate as your ancestors.
And would our ancestors forgive their enemies so easily?
What were the ancient Krogan like?
Tuchanka wasn't always a wasteland. In the old times, the Krogan were a proud people. We had dreams, a future to look forward to.
And then my people uplifted you. It wasn't an improvement.
No, we destroyed Tuchanka long before that. Technology had changed us. It made life too easy. So we looked for new challenges, and found them in each other. Nuclear war was inevitable.
Maybe, but that didn't give anyone the right to unleash the Genophage on us.
You'll be caught in a vicious cycle if you try to avenge the Genophage.
As long as the rest of the galaxy thinks we want revenge, we'll have power. They'll fear us the way Krogan were meant to be feared. Isn't that why you destroyed Malin's research, Shepard?
But what do you really intend to do, Reeve?
That would be telling.
Commander, on the shuttle, was there something you were going to say?
The Dalatraz tried to cut a secret deal with me.
What are you talking about?
She said they sabotaged the Shroud years ago. The cure won't work unless we fix it.
Years ago, our operatives sabotaged the Shroud facility to ensure what you're planning couldn't be done.
That backstabbing pinejack! She didn't think we'd notice?
If the sabotage was subtle enough, you wouldn't. But now I can account for it.
You just spared our race another genocide, Commander.
I suppose your apology was sincere, Shepard. A pity. You would have made a worthy adversary. Why are we stopping?
Reeve, you and Paddock stay with Eve. It's looking ugly out here.
Hurry it up. Reapers are bigger than I thought. This combustion manifold isn't going to last long. Let's get moving. Shepard, what's happening? We have to get moving.
Look at that Reaper. It's the end of the world out there.
Whatever you shoot with it belongs to me. And remember to bring it back when you're done.
What's the holdup?
Road's out. The convoy can't make it through.
Turian Wing Artemec, this is Shepard. We've been delayed. Hold off your attack.
Negative, Commander. Our approach is locked. The Reaper already knows we're here.
An airstrike alone won't do it. We have to get in that fight.
Damn it. I don't care if we have to build a new road. We're going.
Shepard!
I've lost control! I can't pull up!
Shepard, what's happening?
Reed, get the female out of here now! Go! Artemek, do you copy?
We have to abort, Commander. That Reaper's tearing us to pieces.
Understood. Save your pilots.
Even
we'll
Krogan
find another
didn't
way.
survive this.
There's a tunnel over there. Could be a way off.
Get to it! Reeve, are you receiving this? Is everyone okay?
We're Krogan. We're fine. Direct made it out too.
The Turians had to call off the airstrike. We'll need a new plan for dealing with the Reaper.
We'll have to find you first. Where are you?
Underground. We see ruins of some kind.
Commander, that's the City of the Ancients.
How do we get out?
No maps exist. It's been abandoned for thousands of years.
I'm sure you can figure it out, Shepard. Find a way through, and we'll meet you. Nothing in the galaxy will stop this cure.
This painting suggests Krogan had an artistic side.
Had being the operative word. And now they have rubble. There it is again. That didn't feel like a tremor to me.
Reeve, are you guys feeling these tremors?
Nothing here.
It could be something else, Commander. It is said that Kalros, the mother of all Thresher Maws, lives in this region.
Then the last place you want to be is underground, Shepard. Get moving.
Did I hear that right? Kalros, the mother of all Thresher Maws?
When the Krogan name a Thresher Maw, you know you're in trouble. They don't think anyone's ever going to kill it. Wild guess says that's Kalros.
If that's what we've been hearing down here, I suggest we get moving.
What is that?
Looks dead enough.
Shepard, if I didn't know better, I'd say we've seen this before.
She's right. This kind of looks like Rachni.
Rachni?
But how? You killed their queen on Noveria.
This one's different. Mutated. Reeve, those rumors you heard were true. We've got Rachni here.
Yeah, we're seeing them too. We'll deal with it later. Getting to that shroud is our priority.
Agreed. We're trying to find our way out.
Make it quick.
Finally, light ahead. In my younger days, I would have loved to have spent time here studying these ruins.
Makes you wonder what the Krogan might have done.
Reeve, we made it back outside.
If you can see the radioactive haze, you're making progress.
And the color green. I thought plants were extinct around here.
You're looking at hope, all that's left of it on Tuchanka. This is once a world full of beauty. Given a chance, it can be again.
Shepard, that Reaper is still disrupting the shroud. Get out of there and we'll pick you up.
We're on it.
Dealing with the Reaper when we get there will be another matter.
I never knew the Krogan had this in them.
Maybe Eve is right.
Ahead,
Sharing the
we've got
genophage
movement.
might lead to a... Nothing stays quiet here for long.
Seeing all this does make you wonder.
isn't over yet!
We've got one of the big ones!
And he brought backup! I think that's it for now.
Shepard, where are you now?
Reeve, you're right about
Getting lost? I thought you were supposed to be good at this kind of thing.
Be quiet, Reeve. The commander has enough to worry about.
What's going on?
Just an idea. We can discuss it when you get out of there.
Looks like another shooting gallery.
Shepard, looks like there's a bridge nearby. Get to it and we'll pick you up there.
We're in the middle of a firefight right now.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
I'm really starting to hate this place.
Shepard, we're just below the bridge. Get down here and we can get to the shrine. Calros!
Reeve!
Run! We can...
Calros is defending our territory.
Let's see how fast she can go. Shepard, keep moving while I lose this thing. We'll find you somewhere ahead.
Losing the Threshermaw is unlikely.
Then maybe we'll feed it some Solarian meat to distract it.
This planet is one...
What a wasteland. Can't exactly blame the Krogan for wanting to leave.
I wonder where we are now.
Maybe some kind of memorial.
Watch it, more ahead.
I see them!
losing Kalros. Find a way down and we'll pick you up. Shepard, get in the truck. The rack, watch her back. That Thresher Maw's still out there. Make it fast, Reeve. We're in the open here.
Move it!
It's Kalros! Move, Shepard!
We're in. Go!
Your Krogan friend could still be alive.
The rack was no friend. Now, let's get moving. We got a Reaper to deal with.
We don't have a plan for this.
I know we've beaten the odds before. But getting to that tower, I don't know.
We're not leaving here until the genophage is cured.
Then I hope this idea you were talking about is a good one.
It's not mine, it's hers.
Kalros. We summon her to the Reaper.
Would that even work?
She need only draw the Reaper away from the tower. That would give us time to synthesize and release the cure.
What makes you so sure she'll come?
Legends say she is the mother from which all other Thresher Maws spawn. This is as much her home as ours.
Every living thing on this planet knows how to kill, and kill well. Her more than most.
I've taken some risks in my time, but this seems crazy.
You'll do it if our alliance means anything, Shepard. Not even a Reaper's gonna stop us from curing the genophage.
But how do you summon a Thresher Maw?
The tower was built in an arena devoted to Kalros' glory. The Solarians thought she would scare away intruders.
We got that much right.
There are 2 Maw hammers there. The largest in existence. If you can activate them, Kalros will come. That should distract the Reaper.
In the meantime, the laboratory is just over there. I can finish synthesizing the cure.
Let's make sure we all get out of here alive. We're gonna have one hell of a story to tell.
Shepard, try not to get killed up there. Fight like a Krogan, and you'll be fine. I can handle them. Go!
See you on the other side.
We'll have the cure ready shortly, Commander.
Let's get in there!
Commander, finally some luck. The original strain is in storage. I'm preparing the cure now.
Make it quick. They're all over us out
Got
here.
us, to our left.
Everyone all right?
Fine here.
I think so.
Can we just get shot by
Shepard, the hammers are up.
Consider that
There are
prep.
2 of them. You'll have to activate them both.
Are we sure about this?
Just keep moving.
I'm not sure cover's going to work.
I can't believe we're actually doing this.
Don't stop!
with them.
Go! Let's push ahead!
Over on our left, one of the hammers. Over on our left, one of the hammers. Second one on the right. That entirely.
I'm a little busy, Reeve. There are no excuses on Tatanka.
Go! Get back to the truck. I'll take care of the cure. Secure ready.
Yes, it's loaded and set for dispersal. 2 minutes and counting. But I'm afraid Eve didn't make it.
What happened?
Complications from the procedure. There were gaps in Malin's technique I could never account for. She was brave to the end. Despite her pain, she insisted we continue with the cure. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. I'm the one who destroyed Malin's research.
Without her influence, Reeve's ambitions could pose trouble in the future. Time's running out. We must get to the control room at the top of the tower.
Why?
It's the only way to repair the sabotage. I've already detected a temperature malfunction. The cure won't work unless this is fixed.
How do I do that?
You don't. This is best left to me, Commander. You should get your team clear.
Paddock, wait. This is a one-way trip.
And has been since the day I met Eve. Some souls die in battle, some die in their sleep, and some die for no reason at all. This is my chance to die for what I believe.
Warning, temperature malfunction detected. Warning, temperature malfunction detected. Temperature now within acceptable range. Dispersal commencing.
For eternity.
To the void, we commit her body. In life, this Krogan faced our greatest enemy with rare valor. In death, she has proven a savior to her people. May her courage fan the flames of hope for the future. She is now the true mother of Tachanka.
Wouldn't be a war without a funeral.
She died because of a decision I made. Malin's research might have saved her.
Death is no stranger to Tachanka. She fulfilled her purpose. But it was a shame about Paddock Wicks.
There aren't many people willing to die for another species.
It's too bad he wasn't a Krogan. History can't show that a Solarian cured the Genophage.
Then who did?
The only Krogan who was left standing. I may end up being more famous than you, Shepard. No matter. You lived up to your word, now I'll do the same. Tell the Turians we're more than happy to come show them how to win a war. The Krogan already killed one Reaper, didn't we?
Hell of a thing you just pulled off, Commander. Curing the Genophage. I never thought I'd see the day.
Reeve has agreed to help the Turians, Admiral. We should get their full support.
I take it that leaves the Solarians out of the equation.
The cost of their support was too high, sir.
Well, I'll defer to your judgment on that, Commander. Let's hope we don't need them. Hackett, out.
Commander, Urdnot Reeve has begun sending troops to Palaven. You kept your end of the bargain, and now I'll keep mine. The Turian hierarchy will stand with humanity against the Reapers.
I'm glad we can help each other out. It's the only way we're gonna defeat the Reapers.
That much is certain. To that end, several dry dock ships are ready to help build the Crucible. Garrus will coordinate them.
Yes, sir.
And when the time comes to deploy it, the full measure of our fleet will be there for Earth. May the spirits watch over us all.
I'll start managing Turian support right away, Shepard. You must be exhausted.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
We both know you need a clear head to win a war. There's no room for mistakes here. You should catch some shut-eye. I'll make sure Joker doesn't launch any suicide missions.
Anything happens, you let me know.
Shepard.
It's open.
Shepard, there's something you need to hear.
All right.
Is this a bad time?
Thinking of some friends who aren't around thanks to this war.
That's thanks to the Reapers, not you. Are you thinking about anyone in particular?
Kaidan, back on Virmire. He died buying us time to defeat Sovereign. Seeing what we're up against now, you might think his sacrifice was in vain.
You know Kaidan would never think that.
Yeah. That's one more reason I miss him. Didn't you have something for me?
The Salarian Councilor has an urgent matter.
Let me guess. She called the comm room?
The Council must be taking the Crucible seriously. I'll see you downstairs.
Commander.
Can I help you, Counselor?
Shepard, I want you to understand that I owe my position to you, and it's not something that I take lightly. Were it not for you, that weak-minded Counselor Valorn would still be alive, leading the Salarians down the sewage pipe. But now I'm forced to champion a cure for the Genophage. It's like saying we need a hurricane to put out a wildfire.
Counselor, Krogan are about to die in droves so your people don't have to. That's your message.
Human statesmanship at its finest. Speaking of, I need to talk to you about humanity's representative, Counselor Udina. He's moving vast sums of money. We need to talk about where it's going. From what I can tell, you won't like the news. Come see me next time you're on the Citadel. Ishil out.
Commander, Admiral Hackett's available on VidCom.
Commander Shepard, something you need to talk about?
What's our state of readiness, Admiral?
I won't lie, Shepard. We're bogged down. Things aren't looking good in most sectors. We need to increase the tempo and chalk up some wins, otherwise this won't end well for the human race. Or any race.
What about the extra help we've picked up along the way?
The Krogan and Turians have obviously been a big help. Had that female Krogan you rescued survived, she might have rallied more support from the clans, but I'll take what we can get. I'm glad you disabled that bomb in Tuchanka. We could have lost a lot of Krogan support. As it is, we picked up some Turian troops.
Good to hear. How about the Salarians?
Interesting wrinkle. We've been getting back-channel commitments from the strike teams within STG. They're promising to back us.
Even after I cured the Genophage?
Our intel suggests there are cracks developing between the military and the politicians. These STG guys know the score. They're not going to jeopardize the entire Salarian Union just because some Delatras didn't get her way.
What about Aria's mercenaries?
Aria T'Loak, there's someone I never thought we'd be in bed with. The blood pack will be useful, and violent. Mostly Vorcha, I hear. We'll put the Blue Suns to good use. Intel says Darner Vosk is bringing his men, and that they're gunning for a fight. The Eclipse are providing troops and mechs. When we find a Reaper soft spot, they'll help us hit it. Don't want to know how you got Aria's cooperation, but whatever you did, it was worth it.
What about the extra help we
had that? I'm glad you...
Good to hear. Do you know how the other races are doing against the Reapers?
Believe it or not, the Turians and Krogan actually seem to be getting along. Urdnot Reeve has deployed troops and they're giving the Reapers a moment of pause. The Solarians are still hanging on to Surkesh, but the Reapers are starting to breathe down their necks too.
What about the Asari?
They have to be feeling the heat. The Reapers are moving fast with the obvious intent of taking Thessia. Interestingly, the Reapers are leaving Parnak alone. It's the Yogg homeworld.
Can't say that I blame them. Yogg have teeth.
Well, if we lose this war, it might be them running the next cycle. It's easy to forget the Reapers don't destroy every species.
Just the ones who can threaten them. Any word on the Volus and Elcor?
The Turians and the Krogan sent forces to the Volus homeworld, Irun. It might not be enough, but at least they've got Reaper forces bogged down in a nasty ground war. As for Elcor, they're still in the fight, though our projections show the Reapers encroaching on their territory soon.
What happened to the Batarians?
Never stood a chance, hit by the Reapers straight out of the gate. And without any allies to call on, I think the Batarians are history.
Have we heard anything from the Quarians or Geth?
Something might be brewing near the Geth border, but our intel is sketchy. News is getting harder to come by as things get worse.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.